Ever feel like you're standing at the bottom of a giant mountain, staring up at a goal that seems impossible to reach? Yeah, me too. Let me tell you a story about a little guy named Leo and his ridiculously big dream. Leo lived in a small, quiet town where the biggest event of the year was the annual Kite Festival. But Leo didn't just want to fly a kite. He wanted to build and fly the most magnificent kite the town had ever seen. A giant shimmering dragon kite that would dance with the clouds. Everyone told him it was too ambitious. "You're too small," they'd say. "It's too complicated." For a while, Leo believed them. The blueprint for his dragon kite sat tucked away, collecting dust and doubts. One morning, feeling frustrated, Leo was watching a line of ants march across his windowsill. Each ant carried a crumb, a piece of a leaf, something much bigger than itself. They weren't trying to carry the whole picnic basket at once. They just took one piece at a time, step by step, all in the same direction. And that's when it clicked. A lightning bolt of an idea. He didn't have to build the whole dragon kite in one go. He just needed to start with one piece. So, Leo pulled out his dusty blueprint. He didn't look at the giant, intimidating dragon anymore. Instead, he focused on its smallest part, a single scale. He spent the entire day designing and crafting one perfect iridescent scale. It was small, but it was real. Holding it in his hand, he felt a surge of pride. The giant dragon didn't seem so impossible anymore. It was just a collection of these little scales. The next day, he made another scale, and another the day after. Soon, he had a small, shimmering pile. His small, daily effort was creating visible progress. This little pile of success gave him the energy to tackle the next step, the kite as frame. He broke that down too. First, one bamboo spar, then another. He focused on connecting just two pieces at a time, not the entire skeleton. Some days were hard. The bamboo would snap, or the string would tangle. On those days, Leo felt that old familiar doubt creep back in. But instead of giving up, he'd look at his pile of scales. He'd remember the feeling of completing that very first one. He learned that setbacks weren't stop signs. They were just detours. He learned to ask for help, getting advice from the old carpenter on how to bend the bamboo without breaking it. He wasn't alone on his journey, and every small problem he solved made him smarter and more skilled. He wasn't just building a kite. He was building himself. Slowly but surely, the dragon began to take shape. A long, winding body covered in his beautiful handcrafted scales. A fierce head with painted eyes that seemed to hold a spark of life. The day of the Kite Festival arrived. The sky was a canvas of colorful dots and dancing strings. Leo stood with his creation, his heart pounding. The dragon kite was even bigger and more magnificent than he had imagined. It took 3 people just to hold it down against the wind. With a deep breath and a running start, they let it go. The wind caught it, and the dragon soared. It climbed higher and higher, its long tail rippling like a real serpent in the sky. Everyone on the ground gasped. They weren't looking at Leo's impossible dream anymore. They were looking at a dragon dancing among the clouds. Leo's story isn't really about a kite. It's about the power of breaking things down. That huge, scary goal you have? It's not a mountain. It's a pile of small, manageable stones. Your job isn't to move the mountain all at once. It's just to move one stone today, then another tomorrow. Celebrate each small win, because that's the fuel that will get you to the top. So what's the first, tiny piece of your dragon kite? Go make it. You'll be surprised how quickly you start to fly. Thanks for watching. If this story helped, maybe share it with someone who's standing at the bottom of their own mountain. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.